Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is part 2 of my super simple sides for the holiday season or anytime. Today I've got 3 new sides for you to check out, so let's just jump right into these recipes for the holidays. This super simple tahini Parmesan roasted broccoli is game changing, you guys, and you only need a few very simple and inexpensive ingredients. We're going to start by chopping your 2 crowns of broccoli into smaller florets, and you're going to finely mince up your 3 garlic cloves until they look something like this. Grab yourself a large bowl and half of a lemon. You're going to squeeze out all the juice. You're going to need about 3 tablespoons, which is about half a lemon. Next, add in your 2 tablespoons of tamari, or you can use gluten-free soy sauce, and 3 tablespoons of drippy tahini. Add in your minced garlic to the mix and whisk everything up until it's well combined, just like this. Add in all of that chopped broccoli into the mixing bowl with the sauce, and you're just going to toss everything together until each piece of broccoli has been coated in that delicious tahini sauce. Grab yourself a large baking tray and line it either with a baking mat or with some parchment paper, and you're just going to very simply transfer all of the broccoli, spread it out until it's in an even layer. The more spread out it is, the crispier and more charred it will get. If there's any remaining sauce in the bottom of the bowl, don't let it go to waste. Make sure you scrape every last ounce because that stuff is so good. Add a little bit of black pepper on top, and you're just going to pop that in the oven at 450 degrees for 10 minutes. Once that's baked, you're going to quickly remove it and sprinkle on the Parmesan cheese. In this recipe, we're using about 1/3 of a cup, but you can add a little more or use a little bit less. And then we're just going to quickly return the tray of broccoli to the oven for another 3 minutes just to allow that Parmesan cheese to get all melty and delicious. And that's it. I wouldn't say that broccoli has ever been something that I generally craved a lot, but this tahini and Parmesan broccoli is seriously next level. It's so good, it's so garlicky, it's savory and tangy, and it's just a total flavor bomb. I truly have never had broccoli this good in my life, no exaggeration, and you guys have to try making this for the holiday season. You'll love it. You have never tried broccoli like this. It's so good! Carrot and turnip mash is literally the epitome of a super simple side. It's so delicious, but so simple. If you have some old or ugly looking carrots and turnips hanging around, this is the perfect recipe to use them up. First, you're going to peel and chop your carrots and turnips, and into a large saucepan, you're going to simply boil them until they are fork tender. This should take about 30 minutes or so. I didn't mention this earlier, but the ratios of turnips to carrots are really up to you. I usually do 50-50. Now that they are soft and boiled, we're just going to add in our 2 to 3 tablespoons of vegan butter and a little bit of salt. You can add more or less to your taste. And I added a teaspoon of poultry seasoning. You can add whatever herbs you like though, rosemary or sage or oregano, anything you like. That would all be very good. And then you're just going to mash that up until it has reached the consistency you like. It's not going to be quite like mashed potatoes, as these hold a lot more water, which gives them a slightly different texture. I recently made a massive batch of these at a holiday gathering, and I tell you, there was not a single spoonful left in the pot. Everyone loved them, and I really hope that you do too. That was literally my childhood right there. I know it seems so simple, like, okay, it's turnips and carrots, big whoop, but they work so well together. Turnips have that like slight radishy, peppery flavor, and the carrots are naturally sweet with that little bit of poultry seasoning makes it savory, and the salt and the butter, it's like so simple and so delicious. You guys have to try this. If you have never heard of Harvard Beets before, let me be the one to introduce you to my family's favorite side dish. My mom can literally never make enough of these at any gathering because they are the first dish to get completely devoured, no joke. Start by cracking open a couple cans of whole baby beets, and you're going to reserve 2/3 of a cup of the beet liquid. Add that to a saucepan and then strain the rest of the liquid out. Keep your beets set aside until later. Add in half a cup of vinegar and 3 tablespoons of sweetener. Traditionally, my mom uses just plain white sugar, but I wanted to make it a little bit healthier and use an unrefined sugar. Add in the 3 tablespoons of butter as well and heat the mixture on medium until it starts to get bubbly. At this point, you can also add in your 2 tablespoons of tapioca starch or cornstarch, stirring it constantly until it starts to thicken. Now you will notice this actually has started to become a little bit too thick. Sometimes I think that tapioca starch thickens it a little bit too much, so perhaps stick with just cornstarch, but no worries. All we're going to do is add some water until the consistency is a little bit runnier. It should look something like this. Nice and velvety smooth and buttery, just how it's meant to be. That is so good. Buttery, it's sour, sweet, it's like so good. I grew up on them, you guys, and the sauce, like the sauce that's in here, you can put that on everything. Whatever you eat for Thanksgiving, you can just drizzle the sauce right over top like you would gravy. Unreal. So I hope you guys loved this video and you are excited to try out some of these sides. I grew up on a few of these and they're just my favorite and I cannot live without them during the holiday season. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe below. I will see you guys in another video. Bye!